The Prix Cadran is next. This is the French Gold Cup, of course. 2.5 miles, Group 1, of course. Then there is Temple at the top, 4 grand clutterbook. Now is the time. Joshua Sutherland, Rambling Star, Paul Parsons, Adelina's Knights, David Robertson, Devilish Game, Darren Thompson, Jelly Emery, Ashley Munas, and Ruby Lane. John Morgan, you see, even Vinnie Gerard knew it wasn't his turn to win this in this alternate group race. One for Vinnie, one for Josh, because he can't go on in it. So this one should go, and now is the time. And away we go. Devilish Game is in the lead. I'm only being mischievous. I don't want even any real sort of malice about anything. I just think it's a little bit of a shame that all the people can't get into the races anymore. It's Ruby Lane in the lead from Devilish Game second. Rambling Star in third. You're playing this game, you want to see your horses running in a big race. You don't necessarily want to see them running in a 2.5 mile race at Pontefract. You want to see them in this. Be a part of the big race, you know. I'm saying in real life. That's why No Hope is running the Derby and things, because they want to be a part of the day out. Well, that may sound silly. That's why people drop out of this, because you don't get the same sort of thrill as you do if you win a 0 to 70 handicap at Mini Yarmouth. If you know, yeah, all right, you get a win and you like it, it's great. But if you manage to finish 4th in a Group 1 and you're a lower tier trainer like the likes of me and Steve, we get a bigger buzz out of that. I came second in the Champion Hurdle at Cheltenham on day 2. I haven't had a win yet, but coming second in the Champion 3, that was brilliant. Much better than winning one of the handicaps. Anyway, Ruby Lane's in the lead from Adelina's Knights in second. Now is the time, third. Then Rambling Star is fourth, and Daenerys Temple is next. Graham Clutterbuck normally does well in these long distance races. He could blow the whole thing out of the water. So good. John Morgan, of course, he's pretty good with the long distance horses, but it is slightly different over this trip, as he tends to concentrate on the sprinters and the milers and the 10 furlongers, really. But it's Ruby Lane in the lead. Now is the time is in second. Of course, he could also mark it. It's not Josh and Vinny's fault that all the other real top trainers that were around have either dropped out or are missing or have just run out of form, really. Well, it's Ruby Lane in the lead. And Daenerys Temple in second. There's a couple of new kids on the block who, if they keep going, like Paul Parsons and Ashley Munas from Australia, getting into it, and Daniel French as well. Darren Thompson's dropped off a little bit. But maybe he could get back, and if we got Paul Rhodes back to how he was, then it could get more exciting again as well. But at the moment, it's just getting a bit which one's going to win, Vinny or Josh. And it's Ruby Lane in the lead from Adelina's Knights in second. Daenerys Temple is in third. Now as the time is in fourth. I suppose you could argue that it's just like, really, at Cheltenham, is it Willie Mullins going to win, or is Willie Mullins going to win? So, at least we've got two people who can win. Anyway, Ruby Lane's in the lead from Adelina's Knights in second. Daenerys Temple is third. Then Rambling Star on the inside fourth. And then Jelly Emery is next. Devilish Game just struggling at the back of the pack. But they've still got 6 furlongs to go. And Ruby Lane's in front. Adelina's Knights and Jelly Emery. And Daenerys Temple, Rambling Star on the inside is next. And then now is the game. Or now is the time, should I say. Devilish Game is the back marker. Ruby Lane is in front for John Morgan with 4.5 furlongs to go. Jelly Emery is in second. And Rambling Star in third. Look at this Devilish Game. It was last a minute ago. And he's creeping around the outside. And he's going to move into second in a minute. I think he's going to be the one that throws down the challenge to Ruby Lane first. But Ruby Lane will go into the straight into the lead from Rambling Star, who's now getting into overdrive as well. Devilish Game is in third. Then comes Jelly Emery. Daenerys Temple is running on well. Adelina's Knights is next. Now is the time. He's probably not going to win, so I think the sequence is over. It's Ruby Lane in the lead from Rambling Star in second. Then comes Jelly Emery back in third. Devilish Game is in fourth, and then Daenerys Temple. But it's now Rambling Star who's challenging Ruby Lane. Rambling Star has come through to take it up. It's Rambling Star in the lead with a furlong to go. Rambling Star. Ruby Lane's beaten. Jelly Emery is now trying to run on back in second, but it's Rambling Star who's got the little one. And Jelly Emery, though, one last push as they come in towards the line, but it's going to be Rambling Star who holds on. Jelly Emery in second. Paul Parsons and Ashley Muniz are going to have a big battle of the old Melbourne Cup next week. I don't know, well, it's not next week, is it? A couple of weeks. But I think they both want to win that, don't they? Rambling Star's the winner. Probably find the Melbourne Cup a little bit too short for him, though, I'd have thought. But anyway, Rambling Star's the winner for Paul Parsons. Jelly Henry second for Ashley Muniz. Daenerys Temple was third for Graham Clutterbuck. Devilish Game for Darren Thompson was fourth. And Ruby Lane for John Morgan was fifth. A Group 1 race that didn't go to Josh or Vinny.